Favorite type of dessert? Apple pie, peach cobbler? Well, without honeybees, neither of these desserts would exist to satisfy that sweet tooth that each and every one of us have. Yes, they may be a nuisance and make a person squirm when they get close, but without honeybees, fruits, vegetables, and of course honey would be a distant memory. Recently, the honeybees population has been on the decline and is making a major impact on agriculture and our economy. Honeybees are a vital part to producing crops. They sustain our agriculture and our economy, and they increase production for agriculture. Honeybees may be a tiny insect, but they are a major part of our world and need to be saved. First, I will explain what is happening to the population of the honeybees and causing their disappearance and what benefits they provide, and then I will tell you how we can protect and conserve the honeybee population. The problem that the state of Nebraska and other agriculturally heavy states are noticing is the disappearance of the honeybee population. Colony collapse disorder has been a major problem in recent years. Entire colonies of honeybees will cease to exist. There are multiple theories about colony collapse disorder, but the number one factor is agricultural chemicals. With so many farmers attempting to control unwanted insects with pesticides, they are inadvertently killing the honeybees. When the honeybees leave the hive to pollinate the crops, the contaminated pollen attaches to the honeybee, infecting it and killing it before it is able to reach the hive. And if it's lucky enough to get back to the hive, it can infect the entire colony. When the honeybees get back to the colony, the entire colony will collapse, and thus explaining the term colony collapse disorder. Monsanto's herbicide Roundup is a major suspect in the colony collapse disorder. Although it is meant to only control weeds, in large doses it can be fatal to a bee's small stature. As reported by Tom Kokel in his article from the Prairie Advocate newspaper, published April 27, 2012, Terry Ingram of Apple Creek Apiaries, Illinois, fell victim to this pesticide. He noticed that his honeybees were disappearing, and when he contacted the Illinois Department of Agriculture, they refused to test his hive for chemicals. Soon after that contact was made, the Illinois Department of Agriculture committed numerous crimes, stealing the farmers' hives and equipment before a hearing on Monsanto's herbicide Roundup affecting honeybee populations took place. However, pesticides may not be the only cause. Tobacco ring spot virus, a pollen-borne pathogen in plants, is another possible factor. According to Jeffrey Mohan, in his article discussing causes of colony collapse disorder on January 21st, 2014 edition of the Los Angeles Times, tobacco ring spot virus was found during a routine screening of honeybees at the U.S. Department of Agriculture facility. Further examination showed that the virus infected every part of the honeybee except its eyes. Additionally, Cervo, Bruscini, Kappa, Monticelli, Perricini, Pradella, and Terrazzi stated that in their study published in the 2014 Journal of Experimental Biology, the varroa mite, one of the bee's predators, can be a carrier of the virus. Although these mites are not harmed by the virus, they aid in the spread of the tobacco ring spot virus, and they can kill the honeybee. Many people think that they're just bees. Why should we save them? The benefits of honeybees are endless. In 1 year, honeybees will pollinate more than $15 billion worth of U.S. crops, as stated by the Natural Resources Defense Council website, last updated 2016. These crops range from apples and oranges to carrots and cucumbers. Not only do honeybees pollinate the food that sits on our table, but honey is a hot commodity as a sweetener. Honeybees produce $150 million worth of this cascade of golden honey each year. According to Lynn Betts in her feature article about the decline of honeybees, the March 2012 Nebraska Agriculture magazine, the total production of honey from the 40,000 colonies in Nebraska is about 2 million pounds per year, ranking the state 14th in production. With this amount of production, bees keep our economy buzzing. Alexandria Zizou also notes in her article, The Buzz about Colony Collapse Disorder, published on the Natural Resource Defense Council website, last updated March 2016, that honeybees are responsible for helping to produce every third bite of food we take. Therefore, maintaining the bee population is a crucial part of America's agriculture, and there are things that we can do to prevent the disappearance of the honeybee population. Organic farming is one way to stop the use of pesticides. With more farmers not using chemicals, the honeybees aren't inadvertently being killed. but however, organic farming may not be an option for everyone. Labor time increases, therefore increasing the price of the product being grown. However, there are other options besides organic farming. Farmers can leave wild habitat surrounding their fields, so bees have more wild trees and grasses to pollinate. Art Hubby, a writer for the Natural Resources Conservation Services of Nebraska, reports that this is one incentive being offered by the Nebraska Game and Parks Commission for farmers to leave wild habitat surrounding their fields. But the number one thing that would increase the bee population the most would be to increase the number of beehives available. With more beehives available to honeybees, the need for habitat is decreased. Many people don't realize the importance of honeybees. They affect our economy, our agriculture, and our everyday life. Today we looked at the importance of honeybees to agriculture, what is causing the disappearance of the honeybee population, and what we can do to get rid of this trend. We need honeybees to keep our economy running. With agriculture as the basis of our economy, it is crucial that we preserve the honeybee population. So the next time that you want to have honey nut Cheerios in the morning, just remember that you need honeybees to make that possible.